Chapter 1 1.5 by Dr. Ong. It will cover definition and importance of the theoretical framework, difference between conceptual and theoretical frameworks, how it aligns with the problem, purpose, and research questions. Step-by-step guide for selecting and justifying a framework. Examples of business-relevant theories: leadership, strategy, innovation, etc. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Templates and real-world application cases. Evaluation checklist for doctoral students. Chapter 1 1.5 Theoretical Framework. 1.5.1 Introduction to the Theoretical Framework. At the Doctor of Business Administration (DBA) level, the theoretical framework is the academic backbone of your dissertation. It provides the lens through which you view your research problem, guides your data collection and analysis, and ensures your study is anchored in established scholarly discourse. In simpler terms, the theoretical framework is your intellectual map. It links your research to an existing body of knowledge and positions your study within a tradition of academic thought. Whereas an MBA project might use a theory tangentially to support recommendations, a DBA dissertation requires deep theoretical integration. Selecting a primary theory, or set of theories, that logically aligns with your problem. Critically analyzing the theory's components, assumptions, and limitations. Explaining how the theory will guide your methodology, interpretation, and contributions to practice. 1.5.2 Why the theoretical framework matters in DBA research. Your theoretical framework serves 4 key functions. 1. Justification for the study, demonstrates that your work is grounded in scholarly tradition. 2. Direction for research design, clarifies variables, constructs, and relationships. 3. Lens for data interpretation, guides how findings are understood and connected to broader knowledge. 4. Foundation for contribution to knowledge, without a theoretical anchor, it's impossible to claim that your research advances theory. 1.5.3 Difference between theoretical and conceptual frameworks. Theoretical framework, based on established theory with prior empirical validation, e.g., transformational leadership theory, Porter's 5 forces. Conceptual framework, a researcher-developed model combining elements of theory, literature, and personal insights into a unique framework for the study. At the DBA level, most studies start with a theoretical framework and may also develop a conceptual framework. If no single theory fits perfectly, you may integrate multiple theories into a hybrid model. 1.5.4 Criteria for selecting a DBA appropriate theory. 1. Alignment, the theory must address the core constructs in your problem and purpose statements. 2. Empirical support, the theory should have a solid foundation in peer-review-ed research. 3. Relevance to practice, it must be applicable to your business context. 4. Flexibility, should allow for adaptation to your specific research design. 5. Gap potential, the theory should have areas where your research can meaningfully extend or refine it. 1.5.5 Step-by-step guide for choosing a theoretical framework. Step 1 Identify the key constructs in your problem statement. Example, if your problem involves leadership and innovation adoption, your constructs are leadership behaviors and innovation processes. Step 2 Search for theories that address these constructs. Example, diffusion of innovations theory, transformational leadership theory. Step 3 Evaluate fit. Ask, does this theory explain the relationships I'm studying? Step 4 Review empirical applications. Search literature for how other scholars have used the theory in similar contexts. Step 5 Select and justify. Clearly explain why you chose this theory over others. 1.5.6 Example of a strong DBA theoretical framework section. Greater than. This study is grounded in transformational leadership theory base, 1985, as the primary theoretical framework. The theory posits that leaders who exhibit idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individualized consideration foster higher employee engagement, innovation, and organizational performance. This framework aligns with the problem statement identifying a leadership gap in driving innovation adoption. It also aligns with the purpose of examining the relationship between leadership behaviors and innovation success rates. The theory will guide variable selection, instrument design, e.g., MLQ questionnaire, and interpretation of results, ensuring that findings contribute both to leadership theory and practical strategies for executives in mid-sized technology firms. 1.5.7 Linking theory to research questions and methodology. Quantitative theory defines independent and dependent variables. Qualitative theory shapes the lens through which phenomena are explored. Mixed methods. Theory helps integrate findings from both approaches. 1.5.8 Common theories in DBA research. Leadership theories. Transformational leadership theory, servant leadership theory, path goal theory, strategy theories, resource-based view (RBV), Porter's competitive strategy, blue ocean strategy, organizational behavior theories, organizational learning theory, change management models Cotter, Lewin, innovation theories, diffusion of innovations, disruptive innovation theory. 1.5.9 Common mistakes in theoretical frameworks. Choosing a popular theory without relevance to the study. Presenting multiple unrelated theories without integration. Failing to critically evaluate the theory's assumptions. Not showing how the theory will be applied in methodology and analysis. 1.5.10 Evaluation checklist for DBA students. Does the framework align with your problem and purpose? Is the theory well supported in scholarly literature? Have you critically analyzed its relevance and limitations? Is the theory integrated into your research design? Can you articulate how findings will contribute to the theory? 1.5.11 Real-world example, applying theory in practice. Case: a DBA student investigates how AI adoption influences customer service quality in the banking sector. Problem: limited understanding of how AI-driven tools affect customer satisfaction in retail banking. Theory chosen: Technology Acceptance Model (TAM). Application: TAM constructs perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use form the basis for survey design, and statistical analysis tests their relationship with customer satisfaction metrics. 1.5.12 Final advice for DBA students. Think of your theoretical framework as the contract between your study and the scholarly community. It's your commitment that your work is not just an isolated project but a contribution to ongoing academic and practical conversations. At the DBA level, weak theory equals weak foundation equals weak dissertation.